G'day guys, today we're going to be running you through the 12 volt system that we've designed in our 18 9-foot Urban Extreme caravan. We absolutely love this system and we cannot wait to show you. Rightio guys, super quick one today. We get a lot of questions about our 12 volt system. I'm an electrician, we've been traveling for 2 years now. This is our third van. We've learned a few things along the road and we're gonna share them with you today. So our system's under our bed. Before we get into it, full disclaimer, this is an entertainment video only. Seek professional advice when it comes to 240 volt stuff. I'm an electrician. I'm qualified to talk about this stuff, but a lot of people on the internet aren't. Just be careful who you listen to. Let's get into the video.
Rightio guys, before I get into this video, the laws regarding battery, solar, all that jazz has changed as of November 2023. It isn't a retrospective law, so all the vans produced before that date are fine. This video definitely applies to you guys. Vans built past November 2023, there's new laws and legislation around how you store your batteries in solar. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to make a video regarding the new laws very soon. However, the information in this video was filmed prior to November and still very much applies to the people that do have a caravan that was built before then. So listen up, there's some really good information in it, and I will cover them new laws coming up in the future.
So pretty much our system's under the bed right here. I'll run you through it really quickly. Like I said, we get a lot of questions about this. Our system is a cross hybrid. A lot of it, 90% of it is iTech World. I'm going to get into how much this system actually costs. I know a lot of people want to know that, the price of the system. They also want to know, does it work well with the Odyssey BM Pro screen on the front end there. First thing we're going to talk about is these massive black boxes here. These are our batteries. So we're running 3 200 amp iTech World lithium batteries under the bed here. So we've got a total of 600 amp hours of lithium batteries. We've coupled that with 1050 watts of solar fixed hard mounted to the roof. That's a really good system up there. I'll get into how much charge that gives us in a minute. We're also running 2 40 amp separate MPPT chargers, so they're max power point tracking chargers. We've also got a DC to DC charger that's literally doing alternator from the car, and that is it. Like I said, we're running the BM Pro stuff, but we've also got the 3000 watt iTech World big behemoth inverter here. That runs our coffee machine, and it's literally our best friend because it allows us to live like we're in a house. So we'll get into how we live like we're in a house in a minute. We've got the 35 amp hour HA BM Pro 240 volt charger, and that communicates through the BM Pro Bluetooth comm link to our front end Odyssey screen, and we'll get into that as well in a minute. So that's our system. In the first massive elephant in the room, anyone that designs 12 volt systems will say to me, hey Keelan, your 240 volt charger is just not enough for 600 amp hours. So this is a 35 amp hour charger. And the reason I think that is bullshit, it is big enough, is because proof of principle. So we've been on the road for 2 years now, and we know for a fact, every time we pull up to a spot where we're plugging in the van to 240 volt power, mains power, it's for an overnight at least. You never pull up to a place for an hour at a time. So it does not matter how big your 240 volt charger is, as long as it charges your system overnight. That's all you have to do. Invest that money, save your money on a massive 240 charger, and bang it straight into solar panels, regulators, and maybe even some batteries. That's my advice anyway. So that's a massive misconception right there. It's quite controversial, but I stand behind it, I back it, and this system works an absolute treat. So let's move on to how many amps of charge we get when we're in the sun or driving the car. So the way the system works, we've set up our charging system. We've separated the solar charge through our MPPT chargers. We've kept that totally different to our DC to DC charger. They're on different cables. So pretty much what that means is we have simultaneous charge from the sun, the solar panels, as well as from the alternator. They're totally separate. So at any given time when we're driving and it's sunny, we're getting a max 55 amps of solar charge plus 40 amps from the car. So we're getting almost just under 100 amps of charge in full sun when we're driving, which is absolutely amazing. Another thing is each battery on their specs will tell you how many amps you can put into them safely. So simultaneous charge, go tell your Auto Sparky that if that all went over your head, just go tell them I want simultaneous charge because Keelan told me I needed it. So anyway, that's that. We're also running the Starlink under the bed. Now, a lot of questions about Starlink. It runs pretty inefficiently. It has to be on 240, so the inverter's cranking. Normally, it costs us around 6 amps, I reckon, every hour, the Starlink. So it's definitely pretty juicy. Let's move up to the Odyssey screen, the BM Pro system. This is communicating via Bluetooth through the Comlink. Now, this system is really good. I've explained this in other videos, but pretty much we've had the aircon running today and we're at about 60% charge, right? So this tells us the state of charge of the battery, and that's what this little diagram is here. It's really easy to read. Anyone can read it, that's why we like it. Plus it tells us our water tank levels, our grey level tanks. That's quite accurate as well. We've also got different light zones. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and it all controls different light zones in the van, which is good. We can isolate water pumps. We've got 2 different water pumps, drinking water and just normal tap water pretty much, but we also drink it as well. The information that we can get off this screen is quite good as well. So you swipe up on the screen, it tells you everything you want to know in regards to charging your van. So pretty well, I can see how many amps of load we've got right now. So it's currently almost night time. The sun is setting, so we're not getting any more solar anymore. We've got 3 amps of load, so that'll be the fridge fan, I'm guessing, and a few lights. It also tells us what our input source is. As you can see, we don't have solar at the moment, we don't have car charge, and we're not plugged into mains. So it also tells us our voltage and how many hours it's going to take till we go flat. Showed you the information that we can get off the Odyssey screen. Now, the question we get all the time was, how does the iTech World communicate with the BM Pro system? Now, it's to do with this thing. So this is called a smart shunt, and it's this boxy thing right here. So it's the BC300 shunt. And pretty much what it is, all of our negative loads go to that shunt. So it actually calculates the incoming charge and the outgoing loads, and it can tell us the difference between the two, how much is coming in, etc. So that's how the system works, and that's how it communicates from the iTech World. It's simply just a Bluetooth shunt. If you do own an older caravan from a different manufacturer, or you've ordered a caravan, you can tell them that you want this setup as well, because iTech World have now listed it on their website. It's in their complete kits. It's called the SKT Off-Grid Lithium Caravan Kit. You can use our discount code SKT to save another 5% off.
Just keeping in mind, guys, the BM Pro stuff is sold separately.
And that goes across their range, solar panels, anything you can throw a stick at. Just to give you guys a rough understanding, this exact system from a different competitor might cost you around 20 grand. So this is extremely affordable. We're all about affordability. So the beauty about this system, obviously it's affordable, but it's also easy, simple, and reliable too. That's what we love about it. That's why we keep running these systems year in, year out in all of our caravans and cars. So definitely get in on that. One of the things that we like the best about the system is how Urban have actually wired this system. The workmanship on this is a work of art. Yeah, we absolutely love this system. We're able to live like we live in a house. We never have to worry about power. So we're running coffee machines that are pulling 140 amp, air fryers, microwaves, some things all at once. We're running our aircon too. We can run this bad boy for 6 or 7 hours at a time, sometimes even longer. We absolutely love this van. It is like living in a house, and it's all to do with the heart of the van, which is the 12 volt system. And we can't stress this enough. It's so important that you choose design and come up with a good 12 volt system that suits your needs. And if you don't watch our next video, you're not going to know how you're going to do that. So definitely click on our next video. It explains all the common misconceptions, the lies in the industry, how people make a lot of money out of you and absolutely make a fool of you because you don't know this stuff. So definitely click it and educate yourself so you don't get ripped off.